This is the CMT Trade Fair in Stuttgart. This is the 2020 range from Le Voyageur, a brand of Pilote. This vehicle is quite nice, although it does have the extremely unfortunate name of LV. I presume that means Le Voyageur 6.8 LF. So you can imagine, say, I've got this flash motorhome, and what have you got? I've got an LV 6.8 LF. They could have called it something else, like the Allen, for example. That's a nice name. Right, this thing is going to cost 170,630. It kicks off at 96,400. That means you've got 20,000 extra of things inside. But what is particularly interesting about this is the layout. It is quite unusual. It's got 2 meter standing height. Externally it's 290. I believe it's 680 centimeters in length, although that doesn't need to be written anywhere. And it weighs 3.5 tons. 5.5 ton basis, right? So you can stick 2 tons of stuff in here. Of those 20,000 plus of extras, the as always, the no, I'm wrong there. Anyway, I'll give you the engine upgrade for a 9-speed gearbox, automatic, 2,300. Oh, here's a good one. Automatic satellite antenna. That's 3,290. Leather seating, prestige. 3,200, and electrical bed 2,300. Oh, so maybe they expect you to pull it down. Anyway, let's have a look inside. I really like this. I think this is pretty smart, actually. It's for I don't like beds above the bit at the front, of course, because it stops you standing up. But this is actually a lounge on wheels. I mean, the bed has to go somewhere, and it's not going there. Fantastic large kitchen. Look at all that space in there in a vehicle of this size. Now, I wonder what these things are here. This, for example, what does this do? Oh, some bitty bit there, so to hide things in. Right, you've only got 2 rings in here. You may say, well, what I want such a large kitchen for when there's only 2 rings? You know what, I've got a feeling that might be a good point. Nice, very nice sink. I like the ones that go straight down, not the rounded ones. I think we're living in a camper van, and so I think we need space at the maximum. This sink's pretty good, isn't it? This toast rack here, great for putting your dishes on once you've dried them up. I think that should become a regular feature. Makes more sense than a cutting board, which I think I certainly wouldn't use a cutting board on such an expensive van. Spend 100 plus on a van, and you use the sink cover to chop things up on. Anyway, this kitchen is great. I think this would be a pretty popular sort of thing for people who do want to do some cooking. But please, if you do write down what you think. Maybe I've got this wrong about the 2 rings. Personally, I have used 3 rings, but it's extremely rare. But I think if you're doing something, you've got other people around, which is just the sort of thing. If you've got a big kitchen like this, you're probably going to do some cooking entertainment for more than 2 or 3 people. Well, supposing there's 2 of you in here and you want to entertain with cooking, then you might need more than 2 rings. Anyway, there's just some ideas, and so I really want to get some feedback on that one. What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Is this another case where the manufacturer has failed to understand what they are doing? Right, you've got a way into the garage here. Look at that. You can sort of nip in here. So your wife kicks you out the van. You can come and sleep in here. Look at that. Look at that room. In here. You can get several bikes in there. You get a new kitchen down there. Right. One of the features, I believe, of this van, it's got in the water tanks are heated, which could come in handy if you found yourself somewhere which was pretty cold. You might be in Murmansk for the winter, so that could come in handy. Lovely, enormous, big toilet, isn't it? Look at that space in there. Space, space, space. Oh, showing here. Sorry, I can't remember how it opens. Oh, that's. Oh, here it does. That's how it opens. Sorry. Can't remember all. It's only vans. I can't remember them all. Huge amount of space. Look at that. Brilliant. Oh, behind me there's a sales talk, I think, going on. Oh, not that I was listening to it. Okay. Now, I've often talked of, what do you call them? Dressing rooms in vans. Look at that, how this comes forward. You can easily get your shirts and things off the hook, or the bar. That is pretty good. So you've got a dressing room in here, which isn't a bad idea, really. It's a van of this small shape. It's got a double floor. As you expect for 6,800. Sorry, 6,800. As you expect for 100,000. There you go. And there's your water tanks. Black and fresh. Big fridge. So you can keep stuff here which you're going to cook on your 2-ring burner. As you come down, look at all this space though. Bed up there. Can't show you how it comes down. Electric, haven't got the key, so that's the way it is. You've got your reversing camera there to the left. Okay, it's a telco one. Oh no, sorry, it isn't. TFT LCD, sorry, I'll take that back. 9-speed Fiat gearbox, as we mentioned earlier, beginning of a game of chess. I also play chess. Got chess on my mobile phone. I used to be at university, I was the chess champion. I was unbeaten. Not so good now though. So, what do you think of this van here? See the clapping? That, I mean, I'd rather the clapping on the music and hoovers. The clapping is because you get people fired up before a day of sales. They'll be wanting to sell things like this. I'll show you another van in the same sort of series. The next one up, although I prefer this thing here. Okay, see the size of the double floor anyway from this, where the electrics are. I'll take you on the front as well. More storage there. Okay, there's your toilet. Access to your water. If you want to dump the water, you dump it via here. There's the boiler. It's an unusual place for a boiler, but I suppose this is as good as anywhere. There's the enormous garage we saw earlier. Yeah, I'll show you this thing here, the classic 7.8 GJF. What a pathetic name. You could call this the Allen 2 or something. I mean, that's elegant, isn't it? As far as a van's concerned. So this thing is going to cost 141,160. Kickoff's 109,100. Same 2 meters. I don't know how long this thing is. I think it's 780 from the name, but I really don't know. It's dark because I haven't turned the lights on. There's my bag and my other camera, and here same two rings. You don't have such a big kitchen in here, but instead what you have is 2 beds at the back and 2 at the front. Actually, I definitely prefer the other one. I don't think it has the class of the other one. I do appreciate that, I mean, this is probably a bit more practical, if you like. The kitchen really is a misunderstanding. And they've got this big liner here, and they sent me some information about it, but as you see, it's closed, and I don't really want to start any arguments with anybody, so I'm not going in. And had a brief look in it before. I think I put on the film actually already, which is about my introduction to my arrival here, and so when they were setting the stands up, so I sort of did it there. Right, okay, what have we got here? We have got this van here. Thanks very much for watching. If you get any benefit from what I do, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, and do subscribe, because that actually makes me feel better when there's a lot of subscribers, and it actually helps me as well. It helps not only from videos to be seen, but it also helps me with other things. Oh, I'll tell you what, I really like this music. This is not copyright protected. I'm going to take you around the hall whilst it's playing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.